What's happening, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. In today's video, I want to talk about hiring virtual assistants to source products for you from eBay to Amazon. So inside of our Replen Catcher Facebook group, Replen Catcher is a tool that I've developed to source items from eBay to Amazon. There was a question from somebody asking, Steve, can you talk about how to hire virtual assistants, how to work with them, how do they help you in your business in terms of sourcing? So I just want to make a video, just a quick video, sharing some tips for how to hire a virtual assistant, training them, creating a budget, giving them access to your eBay account, giving feedback, some of the tools that I use. And if you guys have any more questions about working with a virtual assistant, leave a comment down below. This topic goes very deep. I responded to this person in the group and I said, I'll do the best I can to create like a quick video, but you're gonna have to give me some follow-up questions because this topic definitely runs deep. It's not something that you're gonna be able to outsource within, a couple days or a couple weeks. It's a process. Hiring someone on your team and training them to source products for you, training them to understand how to read Keepa charts and understanding what you're willing to pay, running profit numbers and ROI numbers, using tools like Replen Catcher. It's challenging, right? You probably remember what it was like when you first started your reselling business. You made a lot of mistakes. Now, what you have to keep in mind is your virtual assistant's only going to be as good as you train them, and they're only going to be as good as you follow up with them and give them consistent feedback and improvement. So I want to put that out there. It takes a good, 3 to 6 months to really get a virtual assistant sourcing, as good as you or close to as good as you. And it's an investment, right? It's definitely an investment. It's something that you're going to put money into in the beginning. You're not going to be able to experience that ROI, but as you invest in them, train them, give them feedback, help them with the various sourcing tools, helping them to understand SellerAmp, reading Keepa charts, it's going to get easier. But I want to answer a couple common questions. Number one, where do I hire my virtual assistants? I hire my virtual assistants from Onlinejobs.PH. That's the website that I use to hire Filipino-based workers. I love working with people in the Philippines. I've got a bunch of staff from the Philippines that help me with my eBay to Amazon business, reselling freedom, video editing, YouTube, all different types of things. So that's a really good website. It is a subscription. So you're going to pay a subscription, put out a job post. And once you hire somebody, you don't have to pay extra like through this service. You could cancel the subscription. This subscription, Onlinejobs.PH, I think it's like 50 or 60 bucks a month. But once you hire somebody, you pay them through PayPal, you pay them through Wise or whatever means you want to pay them. I pay my virtual assistants through PayPal, and I pay them around, it comes to about 5 to 6 bucks per hour after incentives, sometimes more. But I use PayPal, and once you hire somebody, you could cancel it. But what I would recommend doing is hiring maybe 4 or 5 people on a trial basis and testing them out, because I have a quote that I go by. I don't know if I want to work with somebody until I work with somebody. You can have folks who are going to say the best thing on the interviews. They're going to say they have all this experience. They're going to say they're great communicators. They're going to say, I have experience sourcing, or I'm willing to learn. But we'll find out very quickly after a couple days, a couple weeks, if, they are who they say they are. So I always hire 4 or 5 people and I say, hey, this is a trial. I do pay them. Obviously, it's an investment, but it'll save you a lot more money down the road and a lot more headaches. Spending a little bit more money up front, hiring, 4 or 5 people on a trial basis and giving them tasks, training them. And you could put them all like in a Facebook group, where you could just create one video for one virtual assistant and send it to all of them and have them do it and see how they do. Obviously, there's a lot of nuance to this, and if you have any more questions about it, you can ask me. But Onlinejobs.PH, I pay them through PayPal. I create all my training for my virtual assistants, like teaching them how to source with Replen Catcher, how to analyze deals with Keepa, how to run the ROI and profit numbers with SellerAmp, how to keep track of the purchases in the business with the E2A Mastersheet. I use a tool, it's about $15 a month. It's called Loom. So Loom, you install it on Google Chrome, and it's a screen share extension. So all you have to do is turn your screen share on through Loom and just create videos of you doing everything that you do in your business. You have to keep in mind, especially if you're doing eBay to Amazon, you're not going to be able to hire somebody who fully understands it. We're in a very small, tiny niche, and you'll find virtual assistants who understand the basics of Keepa and SellerAmp. Maybe if they have like traditional online arbitrage experience was certainly a plus, but you're not going to find people who really understand like how to source from eBay and flip on Amazon unless you're like in the eBay to Amazon Masterclass Facebook group. And sometimes we have virtual assistants who, you know, come in there who maybe get laid off from other employers, but you're going to have to train them. So I use Loom for that. The next thing you're going to want to keep in mind is your sourcing budget. Okay, so how much money do you want to spend? So you're going to have to give your sourcing virtual assistant access to your eBay account to purchase on your behalf. If you're not comfortable, which in the beginning, I don't recommend giving them, you know, access to your eBay. I would actually have them just provide you with leads, maybe use Replen Catcher to find good opportunities. And when they find them, send it to you and say, hey, we can buy this for $17.99. I believe I can sell it for $44.99. Here's the lead. Just keep in mind with eBay to Amazon, these deals are going pretty quickly. So I'd recommend just starting your sourcing virtual assistant providing you with leads. And once they give you enough leads and you course correct them with the different issues and, you know, problems that they're going to come across, like they're going to give you bad leads, or they're going to send you an item that's restricted, or send you an item they say, hey, you should buy this, but there's an IP complaint risk. I mean, there's a lot to teach, but you can start with just having them gather leads for you, maybe going through like your Replen Catcher area, or you could even have them going through the live stream on Replen Catcher. And when there's a good deal, they send it to you and they tell you, hey, I want to buy this. This is the profit. This is what I want to sell it for, and give them feedback. You're trying to teach them how to think like you. So Loom videos, shooting them videos of you sourcing, shooting videos of you analyzing. You could even make videos like I do on my channel. You've probably seen some of my videos where I say, hey, check out this item that I purchased. I bought this Transformers item. I bought it for $17.99. I sold it for $45. Share with them items you flipped before and let them into your mind and share with them in this live training video that you could send them the recording of how you're thinking, what you're looking for, how to avoid IP complaints. If you're flipping from eBay to Amazon and you're a part of the eBay to Amazon Masterclass or in the Facebook group, you know, send them into the courses. Have them watch the videos that I've created. Have them go through the forums in our eBay to Amazon Facebook group. You want them to start learning like an eBay to Amazon flipper. So that's the big thing. Onlinejobs.PH, that's where I hire them. Loom, that's where I create training videos. Obviously, once they're at a point where you trust them enough, what I do is I give my virtual assistants my eBay login and password. I don't give them like user authorization or whatever, because that doesn't really work with eBay. It's not as good as like Amazon's, where you can like give people third-party access. So you have to give them the login and password. The good thing is they can't steal your credit card information, because it's only going to be your last 4 digits stored into your eBay account. So they could, you know, and a lot of people get worried about this, they could like corrupt your business and buy a whole bunch of things, but that's why you want to go slow. It's like dating. It's like a friendship. You're not just going to let people into your house. You're not going to share your deepest, darkest secrets with people who you barely know. You're not going to give people access to your eBay and all that information without trusting them. So it's a slow, steady process. So that's why I'm saying like it's an investment. In the beginning, the ROI is going to be negative. You're going to be in the red. You're going to be losing money. It's going to cost you time, training them, so on and so forth. But I'm telling you, it's well worth it. And then eventually you could train them how to use the E2A Mastersheet. You could train them how to add items into your replens list. You could train them to, you know, start sourcing new leads. I mean, there's definitely a lot that goes into it. But the best advice I would give for someone right now is create a really good job description in terms of what you're looking for. Put out a post on Online Jobs, hire maybe 4 or 5 people under like a trial basis and start working with them to see if you want to work with them. Give them little quizzes, give them little tests, like send them an item and say, hey, I want you to tell me, what do you think I would sell this for? You know, create a video or send a video of maybe from my channel sharing how to avoid IP complaints, and send them 3 items and tell them which one is safe, which one is not. So that's my best advice to get started. This will be part 1. If you guys have any more questions, let me know down below, and I'm happy to help you guys out. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Much love. Bye.